Hi, Leo. Welcome to Honest Love Tarot. I want to thank you all for being here and purchasing my extended. I do appreciate it, by the way. So let's see. We're going to look at a few different things, but our very first question is going to be focused on what's blocking your connection right now. So this is going to be the blocks that are the most important. There could be more, okay? I didn't say that for any other readings, so I imagine that for you, there definitely are more, okay? So let's see. What's blocking? We have taming the power of the small. Interesting. That spider energy is a really important energy. This is about us weaving our own fate. It's funny, that's a theme for your reading, by the way, right? This person and you, to a certain extent, have not really been weaving your fate for the better, right? You deserve to be happy, sure thing, but you haven't really been doing much to make that happen, right? And then we have taming the power of the great. I do feel this is like a necessary step in both of your ascension, because both of you need to learn how to take control of your life, right? It does feel though that's a blockage, right? That's tricky. A lot of people don't like doing that. Let's see. We have here gathering together. I see headbutting specifically coming through really strongly for this. I feel like you and this person tend to headbutt. I'm not going to say over everything, but there's definitely bones of contention here between you and them of things that you don't seem to agree on. It's like, I guess you can have like, it's just another thing, but it's what's coming through. You can have like almost every single thing in common, but there is like one or two issues that you cannot get past, and that ruins your entire fucking connection. Does this make sense? I don't know what this is referring to exactly. You know what that is, right? What issues seem to just you can't seem to get past them for some reason, and it's kind of like I'm not gonna say agree to disagree. This doesn't feel like it's one of those scenarios here. It feels like there is a need to learn to move into the compassionate state. I did like a pick a card reading, and it was very much focused on us learning how to accept people for who they are rather than who we want them to be. I think that that's your block here. A lot of us think that we're embodying unconditional love when we have so many conditions. It causes so much pain, right? Unconditional love is painless. It does feel like this connection is a pain in the ass, and it's because of those conditions that you have. There isn't any for you to search for them, but I am seeing that, like, you coming together. It's not. Um, it's more fiery than it should be, right? Let's see. We have here decrease. That's interesting. I feel like with that decrease here as a blockage, it's time, how long it's been for one, right? This is actually something that came through a little bit. But with that decrease here, I think that this is referring to what I just picked up on. The fire, like the fun, the excitement, it doesn't last that long. I think you may burn quickly, hot, and burn out very fast. I don't know who this is referring to, but they're definitely Metatron's definitely emphasizing the sacral chakra, like it's too depleted to keep up with the connection of this magnitude. I don't know who this is referring to, you or them. But there could be libido issues here as well. But there's just this feeling here with that decrease where it's like, when you ride a high, right? You're riding high, like the euphoric beginning of a relationship. It always like fizzles out. It's like that. You're one of the blockages here is that it never lasts. It never lasts. Some of you may have actually had a go around with this person multiple times as well, or cycles, right, with them. It never seemed to last longer than it's just funny. Sorry, Medicine's really emphasizing that those views that resonate with that is that you are definitely seeing the cycle play out, where it's like you have, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 good months or something like that, or 2 or 3 good weeks, I don't know, right, where it's like you have that and it just fizzles out. Like, you see the cycle is what he's saying. So at this point, he's saying that you see the cycle and you understand that things aren't going to change unless you change and they change. But I'm seeing the sacral chakra issue, possibly root chakra as well. We have work on what has been spoiled here. It's like with these go arounds, right? For those of you that have had multiple times with this person, you want to work on it less and less each time. It's like the first time you really tried to salvage it, right? The second time you kind of tried to salvage it. The third time you're like, fuck this, right? It's like that. That's the energy here. So the biggest blockages here is I'm kind of fed up with everything, right? It's become frustrating, more frustrating than it is exciting. More tiresome than it is energizing, right? it's like it's like the hope that kills you, right? It's got that energy, the hope that kills you. Interesting blockage, by the way. Sorry, he's saying this one. We have dispersion, negative energy, by the way, between you and this person. I'm not saying that it's in the connection itself. I feel like this is within the self, right? Abundance. There is a lot of abundance in this connection, and that's true, right? But it seems like it's like there is this hill or this mountain that when you climb it, you can never seem to get to the other side. So the blockage here is negative mindset at this point. It's interesting. It's very interesting. Like I feel like you look at this connection, Leo, and so do they, right? You look at why should I even try? Why, right? You know what I mean? Like I've been through this how long? Does this make sense? I'm sure you're saying this. I've been waiting this long. It's never worked out for me, right? So the biggest blockage here is that negative mindset. And I'm not saying that having a positive mindset is going to change anything. But what is coming through as your block for the connection itself is that, right? If both of you were to come at this from a compassionate, open hearted state, things will be a lot different. But at this point, I think that you and them, your hearts are very shut off towards each other, even though you know that there's a lot of potential here nonetheless. There is a need to probably heal. Hey, heart healing is what comes to my mind, right? And then we have limitation. There it is. Bound's going to be grace. It's an interesting energy. With that grace here, it's like if this were right, shouldn't it be easy? Yeah, actually, it's the truth. Technically, yeah, it should be easy. I feel like your connection is anything but that. So this is a very frustrating, very tiresome, very sorry. Metatron's showing me a turtle. I don't know what that means. Slow connection. What is what it is? I'm seeing that. I'm gonna leave it like that. But I hope you get where I'm going. I don't know whatever a turtle means to you in terms of what a relationship with a turtle like relationship would be. But he's showing me that like a turtle going like this, taking steps, and it's yeah. Sorry, I see, it's like shoot me now, right? That's what I have. Shoot me now. Interesting. That's their biggest block, I think. By the way, grace here. We have prosperity. It's interesting. It's like I see the prosperity, like it boom, it go up, but it always comes with a pitfall for some reason. It's interesting. It's like the more the prosperity, the harder you fall, right? I know it sounds strange, but that's what I'm getting. It's an odd energy. It's like the more the prosperity, the harder you fall. So I feel like maybe the longer your connection has been together, the more it hurts when you come down. I am seeing up and down too here, right? This is a connection where there is really high highs and probably really low lows. Actually, really low lows for sure, but I imagine high highs too. Okay. Wow. Some very interesting energy. So let's grab this now. I want to know what this person's next move is towards you. So Spirit, can you tell me? It's funny, I have not picked up any energy towards this person's next move towards you at all. I wonder what that's going to be now. So what is Leo's person's next move towards Leo? What is Leo's person's next move towards Leo? I've been saying Leo this whole time, right? I hope so. It's like it just flows through me, everyone. We have the Two of Cups. Okay. They want to restore harmony. Okay. Let's see what that means. We have the Queen of Wands. Okay. They want to restore harmony, but a lot of you push this person out. It is what it is. They feel like you should be the one to do it. I feel like there's times when they think they should reach out, they should do something, they should make a move. That fizzles out quite quickly. I do feel it's coming from like their subconscious or a belief system, where it's like you push them out, or I'm trying to respect their boundaries, or sorry, I was watching Chelsea Handler. I have to say it because it's what came through. The world's against white men. Not gonna be for everyone, but it's like that's what channel do. It's like our men in general, right? It's like the world's against men or something. I might as well just stay away. There's something like that that their mind and the subconscious is weaponizing against them as a reason why they shouldn't reach out. But it has to do specifically with what you did at the ending or how things ended. A lot of you, I feel you pushed them out, or you definitely may have given them an ultimatum. We have the Hangman. Let's put that there. Yeah, Uh-huh. I see them getting back on their feet though, but every single time they try to get back on their feet to take actions towards you, the Prince of Wands, there's Knight of Wands, right? Every single time they think about it, it's like, should I? Who am I benefiting here for one, right? Am I doing the right thing? Can I trust that I'm making the right decision and I'm doing it for the highest good of all, right? This is someone who doesn't trust themselves. And then they're reminded about this, right? Where it's like they said this or they said that to me. They said never to contact them again. I don't know. It feels like it's something like that. I'm not gonna say that's actually it. Sorry, there's like right? There's something that you said that this person is person's mind is bringing to the forefront of their mind and reminding them every single time they're trying to get back on their feet and take actions towards you. Eight of Pentacles reversed, and bottom is going to be the Seven of Cups. They think about it, they fantasize about it, and this is where all the dynamics come into play, right? It's like, well, if I did, then they said that, right? Or how would I even go about it, right? Or what if it doesn't work? You see where I'm going with this? You see this person's mind? You see their train of thought here? It seems to be going in all types of crazy directions. I definitely want to heal it. That is a certainty here. Let's see. We have strength in its reverse. Am I strong enough to do that? Interesting. Some of you may have reached out to this person. They didn't reply, even though they want to heal things. The reason for this, with that strength in its reverse, they're worried about letting you down again. That's interesting. Very interesting. There's a fear here about doing it yet again. They also wonder how many chances they have as well. So it's like I don't know if I'm strong enough here. Again, I just realized that. So they said, yeah, that too. And then they're like, wait a second, remember pride? And they said this person's pride is really bruised by how things ended between you and them. Whatever happened here at your ending, or multiple endings, whatever the case is, this person's they're real I would say butt sore about it, but they're really they feel really sore, right? Their pride's really been bruised. I feel like their ego's quite bruised. I know it's what I got, right? It's like their ego's quite bruised. So it's like that is what's leading to here. And then they try to get back out on their feet. Like, I should just take action. I should just do it. And then like, well, how do I do it? Let's see what's behind here. The Three of Pentacles. Some of you, there could be another choice on the board. Not gonna be for everyone, but I don't know. This isn't really ringing like that. This was like this harmony that you have with this person. Can you even build something together? Is that even possible? Is that a possible thing? Oh, we have the Three of Swords there, right? This is bringing up third party here, by the way. So with Judgment right there. However, this is right here. Like, can we even build something? I feel your connection has proven that that's not possible in a logical sense, right? I don't think that that's necessarily off the table. It does feel like there needs to be some work done, obviously, right? I'm seeing a hot connection, an intense connection that seems to burn at a certain point, right? It's kind of like, if your hands under hot water, but the water is at that temperature where it's too hot, but if you keep it under too long, you'll burn. So it's like you're constantly having to pull your hand out. It's like that's your connection, where it's like it's too hot to sustain for too long, and it's like you're constantly pulling your hand away. So it's like, can you really build something? This is a question that they're really asking themselves right now. Is it possible to build something here? Ooh, that's interesting. So let's see. We're gonna look at my very own deck again, and we're gonna look at what does this person say about you to others? I think that's the question. I'm pretty sure. Hold on, I gotta check really quickly. Oh no, what have they realized is the next question. Okay. What has Leo's person realized? What has Leo's person realized? What has Leo's person realized? Sacred, their feelings for you are quite deep, by the way. I also feel as well with that One Ring Circus here. I think this person's choices are, for a lot of you, are to choose to be more independent, whether they're with someone or not, there's independence there, or to choose a committed connection with you, because they love you, but they also love that independence that they have. Are they really willing to give that up? Is an interesting question that they're asking themselves, right? Golden Palace, they definitely feel like there is enough here, like enough abundance, enough attraction, enough chemistry here between you and this person, but how do you maintain that balance? It does feel like your connection has a lot working for it, but there is some issue here nonetheless. Like, I don't know what this issue is, and I know that some of you may look at it and see that it's physically it's this issue, but those physical issues are just physical manifestations of what's happening within yourself, right? That's actually how this world works. So even though it might be a physical issue, like a physical practical obstacle for some of you, it's actually an issue within the self that's actually playing out in the physical reality. So even though your connection does have enough of everything a connection does need, your connection does not have balance. And that is something that I think both of you are at the point where you are able to be more honest about. But that's what they're realizing as well. We have Spark coming through. Look at that. We have making a choice. There's the 2 doors here. What they realize. Oh, shit. It's so funny. I just realized what they realize, they have to make a choice. I do feel here as well with that Spark here. It's like reminding you of dynamite. Why? I guess we'll see in a minute. We have Into the Unknown. And then bottom's going to be a Metamorphosis. Okay. So what they realized, for one, that they really want to give this connection a chance, right? But with this making a choice, they are very worried about the unknowns and the things that they don't see. I feel like this actually has to do with your connection's potential volatility at times. I'm not saying that it's all the time volatile, and I don't even think the connection itself is all that volatile, but I think that the energy that they feel when they're near you, that's volatile. And this person has a hard time under, like, I don't know what the word is. Like, they have a hard time accepting that they can live with that, or that they can find balance in that, right? It's like this. It's like your connection has, again, a lot of stuff going for it, and they really appreciative of everything that you are and what you do, and that's really is coming through very strongly. But it's because of the ending that you had. It makes this person wary, especially if this person has to make a choice between you and someone else. This already ended bad, by the way, right? Am I really willing to make that leap this time? I don't know, and that's what this person has realized, that they're kind of scared about that. There is a fear of the unknown here. But the more that this person is metamorphosizing, the more that they're healing, the more movement. And I told you this person is starting to move. That's what came through for your current energy as well. This person is starting to move out of slow. They're real slow. Don't expect this person to be a fast mover. I see them being like sorry, so the word that's coming is uncommonly slow. That's what Metatron said. Uncommonly slow. This person is just a real slow mover. So I would not expect them to be moving too fast, right? It's like he's saying like 10 miles an hour. It is what it is. It's like that's what you can expect their top speed to be. But they are moving nonetheless. It does feel like this person's thinking about making a choice sooner rather than later. What choice would they end up making? They need to learn more before they make that choice with that education. They don't have, again, into the unknown, they don't have enough knowledge, okay? So now I want to pull now I want to pull, like, what does this person say about you to others? Like, what does Leo's person say about Leo to others? Ace of Pentacles, interesting. That they don't have enough to offer you. Really strongly message there as well. I don't have enough to offer. There's the it's like when you this is what it is. This is the thing I'm getting. When you have to, like, you marry someone, you have to pay a dowry, right? You know that, right? This person's like, they want you, they love you, they want to be with you. However, they don't have enough money to pay that dowry. That's what they tell people. I'm not saying it's that message, but it is what it is. You get where I'm going with that, right? We have, I wish I made better choices. They definitely tell people that they did things bad. They handled it bad. It does feel, I'm getting at the ending specifically, right? There was a bad choice they made. But it's not just that. It's like, I feel like throughout their life, they've always made bad choices. So they're always really wary about making choices going forward. So I don't know. It's like a thing I think people have. I think it's like a human mind thing, where you're always so scared about making the wrong choice, so you don't make choices, and that's the worst thing you could do, because wrong choices led you to the right path, no matter what, right? So it don't matter, right? But a lot of people are so scared about that. And we have Leap, yeah. They wish that they had followed their heart, because that's how we make our choices, right? We always follow our heart to make our choices. This person, what they tell people is that they should have. They should just did it, and guess what? They chose not to. We have the third eye chakra. This person is seeing you for you now. They're seeing the truth, by the way. Um, they tell people that they have a lot they haven't told you, right? They have a lot that they haven't expressed. Um, a lot that they really want to get off their chest as well. We have let's make fireworks again. Very much that volatility I was picking up, right? We have I'm afraid to look bad. I do feel this person is very wary about that as well. Like their mind uses that. Well, what if what if they don't want me? Right? What if they don't want me? And we have you rock my world, that you changed their life forever. And bottom we have I was wrong. Interesting. What they tell others about you is that they were wrong. Interesting. Wrong about you? In what way? Same. Same. These 2 of cups. This was mutual. I feel like this person may not have been so very sure because we have the sacred pool here. Remember, this is a realization. How they feel about you is a realization, right? So at that time when you were coming apart, they didn't know how deep they felt for you. What they were wrong about is that they felt the same amount of love that you had for them at that moment in time. They had the same amount of love. They just didn't know it. This is a realization. I just realized that. There it is, right? But that's what they were wrong about, that they felt the same way. Wow. So let's get some guidance now. Can I get the guidance, please, for Leo? Guidance for Leo. What is your guidance for Leo for the viewers? Leo. Let's see. What is your guidance for Leo? Patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order. Interesting. Fear. It feels like this is actually reminiscent of your message that we got earlier, right? I feel like this connection it's gonna defrost when it's going to defrost. You know, it's just not going to happen in the time frame you thought it would. And it's not saying that you should wait. In fact, it's saying that you should trust your heart and make decisions from that point of view and make those choices there, right? It doesn't feel like that's happening though, right? And then we have discipline. I can accomplish anything I set my mind to. I feel like your guidance here right now is for you to focus on the things that you have in front of you and that are available for you in your current cycle and on your current path. It does feel like these things that are there you don't want, right? That's normally the case, but the only way is through these. And I know that this world sometimes looks like it's going to change, right? That it's constantly changing. In fact, change actually isn't a universal constant. It's the same shit, different people, or a different day. It's always the same though. Because that's how our karmic cycles work, right? What begins must complete. We must complete our karmic cycles. It's just not possible for you to somehow end up in a new karmic cycle if you have not completed the one you just started. It's a universal law. What begins must complete. It does feel like you're not happy that having to do what is in front of you and having to work on that. I'm seeing healing specifically coming to my mind, finding new creative endeavors coming to my mind. Clearing your mind of clutter, surrendering is coming to my mind. Black tourmaline is really strongly coming through as well. It's interesting. There's a message here about you need to accept this person for who they are rather than who you want them to be, right? It's like you want, and it's also about, that statement isn't just you loving them in an unconditional manner, but it's also you accepting that they may not be able to give you what you're hoping to get from them as well. I'm not saying it's for everyone, but it will that truth will hit you when you accept them for who they truly are. A lot of people are constantly going around, with these divine counterparts. Those are not real. Divine counterparts not a real thing, right? Humans just made that up. It's about you trusting your heart. Like, what is this to me? What has this been to me? And basing your decision with your heart about what to do with the situation. It doesn't feel like that's at play here. In fact, I feel like your imagination is kind of running wild and rampant with that fear and that judgment here. I think you need to learn to trust yourself, and you need to learn to heal the stuff that's keeping you from trusting yourself. You may want to ask Metatron for an ego attunement. I would just ask him for that no matter what. That's a game changer. Just ask Lord Metatron, please give me an ego attunement out loud. And he will attune your ego to make sure that your ego is not usurping you. So you have to do that every so often. It's like a quick process. He's saying like 3 seconds it takes him. to do, and then your ego won't sabotage you because it's always trying to do that to protect you. By the way, right? But that's it. I'm gonna leave it there. I want to thank you for being here, Leo. I do appreciate each and every single one of you, and take care. Bye, Leo.